Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are here to listen to not just anybody, but a very special artist in our building. He's not just any other person, but a superstar. I don't want to talk about this person. We would like to hear from this person. But today I'm going to be your host. My name is Patricia Patrick. Where I would like this artist to introduce himself to us. First, we'll get to know this artist very well and what he does. So now I'll take it over to him.
Well, guys, my name is Sharpstaa, the king of the new school, and so far so good. I make music. I'm an artist. I write songs. I perform. I I co-produce, and everything around music. I'm just a musician.
Okay, guys, you heard from the superstar. He said his name is Sharpstaa. And basically, I personally would like to know his real name, not just his music name. Shasta, please can you tell us your name, your name, your given name, and where do you come from?
All right, so my real name is Obu Izuchuku Barnabas.
That's great. So, Obu is a
Yes.
Chiku Barnabas. Am I right?
Yeah, you're right. But
Okay, sorry. That I think is actually. So, where do you come from, Shasta?
All right, so I'm from Enugu State, Nigeria.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm actually from okay.
Oh, nice. All right, guys. You heard from the horse's mouth. His name is Obu Izuchukwu Barnabas from where Enugu State. All right, guys. There are a lot of questions for him today, and today I had to just call him for this interview. First, he dropped an album, and I don't want to speak of the album, so he's going to tell us about his album. Shasta, please, can you tell us a highlight or about your album, your recent album that you just dropped?
Oh, my recent album is not even my recent, my first official album. I think that's my first debut album, and the
Okay.
album is On It 7 Days.
Oh,
Yeah.
on it 7 days.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, please can you tell us the story behind this album on it 7 days?
Um, First of all, they call me Sharpstaa on it, which means Sharpstaa on it, and that on it stands for Obunobodo International. That's Obunobodo International, which means king at home, king outside. You know what I'm saying? Warrior. Then that is the on it.
Mm.
And then the on it 7 days means I'm doing this for my life.
Mm.
So which means I just introduced myself with on it 7 days, and I'm letting you know that I'm doing this every day of my life, which means on it 7 days, every day. Because 7 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Friday, Saturday, 7 days, right?
Mm.
And that 7 days represent 7 days of the week, and 7 days of the week represent 365 days of the year. So which means every day of my life I'm doing this thing. That is why it's called 7 days.
Oh, nice. So, what's the one sentence story of this album?
What is
One sentence story of this album on it 7 days.
One sentence story of the album is authentic. I'm ready.
Okay, you guys heard from Sharpstaa. This is one of the questions that I had to ask him. The one sentence story of his album. He said his album is authentic. You know what authentic means? Authenticity. Real. Right? So, Sharpstaa, I have a lot of questions for you. So I've given you the first question. And the second question on our list here is whose song on this project defines you the most?
I would have said one of the songs I feel like defines who I am is not even, I would have said lonely, but I would pick illusion.
Illusion.
Yeah.
So, what's the success story behind Illusions?
Yeah,
Why did you pick that?
because Actually, in Illusion was a tribute. I dedicated it to my previous producer that passed away, RIP to Legacy. And I also dedicated the song to my stepbrother that passed away, and I dedicated it to Gina Pope and some other like musicians that passed away. Yeah.
Junior Pope, that's the Nigerian actor, right?
Yeah.
That passed away on the sea, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's from my village.
Oh, he's from your place.
Yeah.
Or in Enugu State. Okay. That's very good. He said the story behind his song, that he dedicated it to his producer, the star actor, Junior Pope, his stepbrother that passed away, and lots of
And also Mobile too. Mobile too.
and also to our superstar Mobad.
Yeah.
So that's a very great one. That's a very, very great one. He thinks very, very unique, comes with a very lots of unique thoughts for him to always have remembered our long gone artists, stars, and superstars.
And also there's somebody Tidings. Do you know Tidings?
Tidings, yes, of course.
Yeah, I think Tidings too, so
all right.
Crazy.
That's very good. Okay, the next question here that I have to ask you before we go into the next one is, what do you want your listeners to feel when they turn this up?
Yeah, initially, yeah, when I was making this album, I asked myself, what would I want people to like? How do I want people to relate to the album, right? So I want people to have the sense of belongings. I want you to understand that somebody out there is feeling what you are feeling. Somebody out there is passing through what you are passing through. Somebody out there has gone through what you are going through. And I want you to understand that you will overcome anything you are going through. So which is why whenever you are playing that album, I want you to always pay attention to details, pay attention to every line. If you don't understand Igbo, ask somebody to explain. Every word in that album has
So are you saying that we that don't understand Igbo, we should ask people, or you're supposed to explain some details to us in English for us to understand?
I have the lyrics up there, so if there is anything complicating, you can just ask me.
So are you trying to say that in all your songs or in your albums that you put online, they have the lyrics?
Yeah, the lyrics are up there. You can check. I make sure my lyrics are up there everywhere.
That's great. He said most of his songs has
not most all.
Almost all of them.
All of it.
Said almost all his songs has Igbo language, and most of them, because he's a rapper, and they have some Igbo raps on it and Igbo languages on it. So first and foremost, that he has translated them to English to our own understanding. So if you want to listen and want to get to know what his music is all about, he said you can go online, check for the song's lyrics, and we can find it there. Thank you so much, Sharpstaa, for that wonderful question. All right, so the next question on our list, this is the most creative part of what I want to hear from you. Okay, this question is, what was the hardest part of creating this project?
I would say the hardest part of creating the project was losing Legacy.
Oh,
yeah, because Legacy was the producer that we actually initiated about making an album. So he was the person that he told me, yo, bro, we've had like singles, but so why don't we just put out an album? Because then we've put out Epic EP, which was my first EP, and then with some other singles. So when he told me that, I'm like, okay, let's see what it is. And then we had that conversation in 2024. I think no, 2023 December we were having the conversation. Then he passed away 2023 December 29th.
wow.
So and when we were like, okay, after the Christmas we can just start doing the album on January and then let's see what's up. So I wasn't really dropping any songs because now we were trying to work on an album. So and that was it. I think the hardest part was not having that other person that we had this idea. Even though we didn't have the name of the album, but I mean, he was the person that he can make any beat and supply. Yeah.
You guys have already heard from Sharpstaa. He said the most hardest part was not having his producer who started with him. There's one thing that is very special when it comes to music creating, is when you have someone that started with you, who started with you from the start, from the root. You know, before you plant something, you have to have a seed. There's someone there behind every seed. And when you have those people around you, it's a very good start. And now the hardest part was when he lost his producer who started with him. They've been working together for a very long time and he lost him. That was the most hardest part of it. Thank you so much for that question.
And he just lost him. He died just because of poison. Just somebody.
And why would somebody want to kill him? Your precious producer. Why are people like this? You see, he said his producer died by poison. Let's not to go into deep into that for now. Let's just ask him because today he's here about himself and he's just telling us the reason behind every of his success. So now let's go over to the next question. Before I have two more questions for you before we go on break.
Okay.
And then we'll come back and then we'll continue with the question.
All right.
Wrap it up. Okay. Why should the world believe in you right now?
I don't think the world has to doubt me. You know, the world has no reason to doubt
Why
me.
would you say so?
Because I don't know. I feel like the world needs me. You know.
The world needs you.
Yeah, they need my voice. They need everything I have. You know, I know all the things I've been doing. So I feel like I think the world has not really witnessed artistry to my level. You get what I'm saying?
Oh.
And the kind of people I idolize, if I'm given that opportunity to be there, I will be really crazy.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So I think the world needs to give me. The world need to, the world need to pay more attention to me. They don't have any reason to doubt me, man.
One of the questions I want to personally ask you is who are your role models when it comes to music? When you make music, who are those that you look up to?
Respect to everybody out there. I love everybody that makes music. You know, if you're a musician out there, I love you from my heart. You know, but if I'm to pick, if I'm to like pick a role model, yeah, I have one, Joyner Lucas.
Joyner Lucas.
Yeah.
Why do you like Joyner Lucas?
Yeah,
What's so special about him?
Yeah, Joyner Lucas is one person I can listen to every day. Like I can listen to his album over and over and over and over. Like I think each time Joyner Lucas is singing, I think I'm seeing myself in him. And each time I'm seeing his videos, I'm seeing myself in. I'm seeing everything he's saying. I feel like I can relate. I feel like I've been through everything he has been through. So I feel like I can relate to everything he's saying.
Is there any other rapper, like an Igbo rapper?
Yeah, there are so many people now. I don't want to start calling names now. You want me to call names? I love Fino. I love Flavor. I love Burna Boy. I love Davido. I love Whiskey. I love Fowls. Fowls is crazy.
Fowls?
Yeah, Fowls. Fowls is crazy.
What's unique about Fowls?
Yo, 2014 when Fowls brought that song Soft Walk, bro. Bro. I was just thinking, which day can I collaborate with this guy? I love Fowls.
So you like to? So who are the artists that you feel like in the future you want to collaborate with? You like
there are so many people now.
Just give us like 2-3 names.
There are so many people. I would like to collaborate with Olamide Bado.
Olamide Bado. Olamide, you can hear him. He said he wants to collaborate with you.
I have a song I wrote 2019 that I would want Olamide and Fino to be on that song together.
Olamide and Fino, that's
on that song. Yeah. Maybe I can just do the chorus and they will do the verse. So
who else would you like to collaborate with?
There are so many people now. A lot of them. There are so many people I like to collaborate with. Even coming from the east side, everybody in the east.
Do you have any star that you like to collaborate from the east, apart from Fino?
Yes, now there are a lot of them now.
Can you mention like just one?
There is Jerry. I like to collaborate with Jerry.
You like Jerry? Oh,
yeah,
Jerry.
There is this guy, BNA, Evadili. I showed you his album the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is Evadili. There is Aguero Banks. There is Isla Vista. There is Nuno. There are so many people. There is Ep1 Living.
Ep1 Living. I think I've heard of that.
There is so many people I want to work with in the east. You know, a lot of them in the east. I love a lot of them, but a lot of them in the east they fuck up.
Oh, please don't go there. Let's not go there. Let's not talk about that.
A lot of them in the east they fuck up because so many of them I even gave them money to promote my song. They ate the money.
Yes, let's not go about what has happened.
Many of them.
And this today is for your interview and for your album. That's what we're talking about. All right. Oh, guys, thank you. You heard from him. He would like to collaborate with Fino, Olamide, Jerick, and so on and so on. He has already mentioned them. So if you hear your name or you get to see this interview and you know that your name is on the list, you can listen to Sharpstaa's album on it 7 days. and then you get to know some of his song and the kind of songs he does and the kind of rap he does. He's a very good rapper. He's an upcoming artist that is already there. For me, he's a superstar because I listen to most of his songs. So, guys, now we're going to go on break. When we get back, I have more questions for Shastas, and then we can now call it a day. So, see you guys again later on. Thank you so much, guys. Okay, actually, initially we went on break and I told you I was going to come back and I'm going to be, like I said before, I'm your girl, Calipat. They call me Calipat. My name is Patricia Patrick, and we have Sharpstaa in the building. And I told you we're back on break. So I have a few more questions for Sharpstaa before we call it a day. So right now, Sharpstaa, if you like to wet your throat, you can. You have your juice there. Guys, I have another question for Sharpstaa. Sharpstaa, please. The thing is, the next question I have for you is I need you to open up and then tell me this, answer these questions, okay? What is one thing you want to change about the industry?
I think the only thing I would want to change in the music industry if I have the power to is I want to bring love. I want there to be more love.
So are you trying to say that in the music industry we do not have love?
In the music industry, there is more hate than love.
Is
There
it
is more
because of rivalry or what?
because competitions and everything, competition and rivalry, everything, at the end of the day. Because I feel like tell me why would you feature an artist? Okay, as an upcoming artist that featured an A-list artist or somebody, or maybe C-list or B-list artist that is aspiring to be big, why are you featuring that person? You are featuring the person because you want to tap into that grace and become famous, right? Now, because there is no love, when you feature those people, they will not repost the song. They will not post it even on their story. They will just collect your money and keep it. Then they will boom. Then the way it made your song go viral and then post it. So there is no love there. If there were love, if there is more love in the industry, you will see that. I mean, some things will change. Although there will still be competition
So
is good.
how do you initiate such love? Do you have a way of initiating it, not just by talking about love? How do you put it into motion?
Yeah, I start from myself, within myself and my gang and my people. I make sure I tell them, this thing, see, you're supposed to do it for this guy free. You do it for him now. You get what I'm saying?
So you're expecting that. Do you think people will value something that is given free?
Not free. There are things you just can do. There are things. This you don't know what is happening in this industry.
That is why I am asking you of an example of things that can be done to change this.
Yeah, that's why I said now. I said the only thing I can bring, the only change I can bring into that industry is love. There is no love in the industry. There is no love.
So how do you initiate love?
Yes, now the way I initiate love is by starting from my own team first. Make sure there is love in my team, within DSF, within my AR, within my producer, my DJ, everybody, my promoter. Make sure there is love first. Let's start from there. Charity begins at home first. Then before we go outside. I feel like the way we cooperate and the way we love each other would make other people like emulate from us. I don't know. So that's why I said we need more love.
Okay, thank you so much for the question. I said he has to first initiate love, starting from his home, from his crew, his crew members, his friends, and people around him. First, he has to first start by showing them this particular kind of love that people do not witness outside. Maybe from there, other people can start, recreating and start following up from his steps, his bold step. Well, that's very good, but it's good. Well, actually, when it comes to the industry, they have a lot of rivalry. This person will be bigger than me. This person will be bigger than this. This person is better than me. This person is this. I don't want this person to be this far. And that cannot make us grow as an artist. That cannot show much love. So what we do is that we need to support one another. There are people out there who needs your support. The people didn't support you when you were growing up. Why can't you show an example in another direction, in a way that people can actually learn from you? Okay, this person is different from what we think or what he was saying. We have to show a different view as an artist. So thank you so much for that answer, Sharpstaa. The next question on this list is what is the biggest risk? What is your biggest challenge you have when you were making this your album on it 7 days? I really like the album name on it 7 days. You guys watch out on it 7 days. What was the biggest challenge?
Yeah, I think My biggest challenge making this album was not being was producers. Because then I was scouting for producers, and then I don't know if I should say I was being scammed. Some of them took my money and run away. I know a lot of even some producers I know that are my friends, that's okay. You can do this thing and I give you money because I like to pay in hand, because I mean when you're using your brain, you deserve to be paid. So I like to pay. But we agree, I make sure you have your payment so you can deliver my job. A lot of them ran away with my money. I know some of them they did my job halfway and run away. I had to contact other producers to do it. And I think apart from that, the other challenge I faced was my changing my names and my songs were taken down at some point, and then I had to bring everything back as an album because on it 7 days was 7 songs, and then I had a Doulos that was 14 songs. But when I had an issue, and then everything was taken down because of some other things. So I changed my name and then I brought everything back now as an only 7 days album. Everything came back as one body of work.
Oh, nice.
So because of those delays, they will take my money and they will not deliver. I had a lot of them. Like 5 producers had my money that didn't deliver my job.
That's a very bad experience. Producers out there, how do you want people to know you? Just because you see an artist that said, produce me a beat and let me drop a song on it, someone who is willing and ready to work on it, you could be a superstar out there. See people like Young John. Young John is not just a producer now, he sings, he does music, but he was one of the baddest producers and he still is. These are people who deliver people. These are people that people are working with. You that is an upcoming producer that people are not, you're not well known, you're running away with people's money, trying to scam people. How do you want people to see you? How do you want people to know you? How do you want to drop a legacy? Please, let's change this habit of when somebody pay you for a job, you don't deliver their job. Please, deliver people's job. That was one of the experience Sharpstaa had. Like he said, he had this experience during while he was making this only 7 days album. Some producers that he know ran away with his money, and that was a very, very, very bad thing for a superstar like this. That you can't listen to his album, you will know what I'm talking about.
And also, there are some artists that I message like, I'm like, yo, man, I'd like you to jump on my album. And they will say, okay, they will check my profile and the person will tell me 5 million, 10 million, 20 million. But I never paid 10 million for inside music. If I don't make 10 million for inside music, I'm going to do features as well.
All right, guys, that's a very part. That's a very. It's not easy to make music, bro. It's not easy to be out there, bro. But it's okay. It's okay. Thank you so much, Sharpstaa, for that answer. He gave us a very specific answer, and he told us his experience. And this is the challenges most artists, most upcoming artists, most artists that are there are experiencing. And some of them do. Some of them are very good in music. They don't even have people to bring them out there. So let's see what will happen. Sharpstaa, thank you for that question, for that answer. Okay. So after this album, what is your next plan?
Like I said, on it 7 days is just an introduction. It's just like the tip of an iceberg. It's like the trailer. It's a trailer of what I'm bringing. It's a trailer of what I'm made of, not what I'm bringing. It's a trailer of what I'm made of. Like it's a trailer of the things I have in my head, here and everywhere. It's a trailer. So just know, after trailer you will watch the real movie. So the real movie is coming.
Oh my God! Thank you so much. Okay, he said on it 7 days. It's not the thing you're going to see yet. You're yet to see the other side of Sharpstaa. You're yet to see the other side of this superstar that is sitting here. I'm somebody that been listening here so much. And before I called him for this interview, I know he's a superstar already. Took me time for him to come here. He didn't waste much time. Somebody that answers and he was on time. So Sharpstaa, thank you so much for honoring this invitation. And I have a few more questions for you before we call it a day.
All right.
The next question is why is your album cover brown? And what is the eagle? What does the eagle there represent? Okay.
First of all, what does an eagle represent?
Eagle can be soaring, could be anything, could be. Just tell us what yours is.
So, first of all, on it that album on it 7 days, right? The eagle on that album represents a rising star.
A rising star.
Yeah.
On your own album?
On my album, there's an eagle there. I was just looking.
There's a rising star.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the brown
cover.
And the brown cover in my album stands for originality, authenticity, and matured love.
Alright, he said the brown cover there represent originality and authenticity.
And I'm in love of brown.
Yeah. Okay, that's very good. Thank you so much for answering that question. As an independent artist, what is the workload like? Oh my god.
Do you know, I think one of the hardest thing to be as a musician is to be an independent artist. No, I mean, maybe if you started an independent artist, it won't be much of a workload because now you already get used to the works, how it's done. You already get used to the whole system and how everything is done. But I wonder, all those people that will get signed and later become an independent artist, I don't know how they cope. I think that's why most of them still fall off because they can't cope. So being an independent artist in this industry is crazy, bro. You imagine you have to write song, sometimes co-produce, sometimes do the art cover yourself, do research, do everything, thinking and all that. And then another thing is, if you want to build a team as an independent artist, it's crazy because you don't even know the right person to bring. You can bring somebody to be among your team and the person will go and buy a person outside and then you will be involved. So it's very crazy building a team as an independent artist, and it's very crazy trying to do everything on your own because now as an independent artist you must do everything on your own. Not like everything, but in the beginning of your career you must do everything on your own. Everything, literally everything. You must do it. That is why it's difficult.
Okay. All right, thank you so much, Sharpstaa. You guys already heard from him. It's not easy to be an independent artist. For you to be an independent artist, you have a lot of work, lots of load to do, because you have to make sure that you have a little finance. You need to finance it. You need to make research. You need to write your songs. You need to co-host with others. You need to make sure that your album cover is done by you most times, and a lot of things to do.
Not just that, you have to network too. Even to do your show, you have to.
you need to network.
You have to network. You go meet people. You go beg people, make them buy me.
You have to beg.
You go say, "Bro, post me." No, post you. You know what I'm saying? There are so many things. There is a lot.
It's not easy to be an upcoming artist.
There is a lot, bro. So
if you're working on yourself, it's not going to be easy. Okay, I have just one last question for you, Sharpstaa. This question is, what advice or word do you have for those upcoming artists, those who are working on themselves to drop an EP, an album, or a single? What is
all right. Right now in my level, I don't think I'm in any stage to advise anybody right now. For real, bro. Yeah, for real.
So if I said you should give me an advice as an upcoming artist, what will you say to me?
I still need advice, bro. All you have to do right now is, I don't think I have to be advising you as an upcoming artist. All I can say is go and listen to Only 7 Days album. You will be advised there. Advice there.
Okay, guys, he said you go and listen to Only 7 Days album. There's lots of advice and a lot of things he said.
There's so many things there in the album.
Okay, guys, that's very, 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 very tactic words. This guy is too smart for me to handle. He's too smart for me to handle. He has used an Igbo smartness of me. You should be very careful. The Igbos, please, you guys should support your brother. He's your brother. He's an upcoming brother of yours. But okay, I have just one question that has been lingering. This was supposed to be my last question, right? I told you that. But now I have another question. Sharpstaa, if you happen to have let's say what they call them, like a label who wants to sign you, would you venture into it?
Man, I'm the less privileged, bro. You bring the money. Bring the money. Come ahead, less privileged. I don't die again. Okay. Bring the money. Bring all the things. Bring everything.
So you're game for sign?
Man, I'm just game, man. I'm on it, bro. Yeah. I don't know. I want to be taken away. I don't just want to be signed. Carry me, take me.
right, guys. Sharpstaa has said it all. He said, if you're looking for an artist and you feel like it's good for you to, you guys want to make money together, you knew that he's going to bring you some income that you can go through his album. He's willing and ready for those who are willing and want to sign him. I want to sign into a label. So he's here. There's nothing in any label right now where he has some potential label. So if you know that, please listen to his album. So right now, thank you so much, Sharpstaa, for coming for this interview. And I believe this interview will go places, not just this, to take us places. Guys, so you guys have heard from the horse's mouths. Sharpstaa, thank you for coming for this interview. Onyx 7 Days. Guys, please do not forget to go and listen to Onyx 7 Days album. That is Sharpstaa album. And one of the reasons why I called you for this interview was because this interview was very necessary for us to hear from him. I listened to his songs and I heard his songs. One of them is okay. Can you mention like 3 of your tracks for us? Or do you have a freestyle that you want to give us? Can you just give us one freestyle from one of your albums? One of his songs in his album Only 7 Days that I really liked about. I love More Money. When there is money, when you hear about More Money, when you hear about another of his song is Updates, you need to hear Updates, you need to hear More Money, then you need to hear Big Daddy. If you hear Big Daddy, you know what I'm talking about. There's my special track in his album is Long Life Prosperity. Long life. When you hear long life, you know that your life needs to be long for you to witness every other thing on this planet. And that is what I am doing. And that's what made me call him for this interview. One of that tracks. So Sharpstaa, please can you do you have a freestyle for call a day?
Freestyle. I better be a make a punchline. I just want the in my mind. I hope you understand. Everything but God design. Lada da gonya go be serious with life. If you delay my yabu not deny. Bible does say you must seek it to find. Born to be king and I'm ready for life. Only 7 days I'm on this for life. Jabi go give me long time. Now allow boy when I can go down. A kilo funny give me freestyle. Make the no go toxic, but go do me one kind. Push in my face, you long contact. I lay down my aim before me I start on it.
That was a very good one. Okay, guys, we've come to the end of this interview. I believe you guys will love it. Please go and listen to Sharpstaa on 7 Days. His album is on every platform. Is on Spotify. Is on Apple Music. Is on YouTube. Any other platform, please tell them.
No, everywhere. My album is everywhere. My name is Sharpstaa. The same way on all platforms.
His name is Sharpstaa. SHARPSTA. Sharpstaa. Only 7 Day ONIT 7 Days album. Please just go and check on his all platforms. So I'll see you guys again on my next interview. Is one and only Cali Part. See you guys. Thank you so much for watching.